So this kit I'm using now, kind of my Frankenstein kit I put together for a demoing. We're using a maple kick drum that Orange County just made me. They actually reinforced the outside head with extra plies so that Tim could like jump up on the kick drum while we're playing, and the drum wouldn't just collapse and crush underneath him. I'm not actually using the Mater toms with this kit. I'm actually using some acrylic toms I have from Orange County. They're my favorite out of all the ones I have. They're the warmest, they have the most tone, they tune well. I've also got a little 10-inch acrylic snare that they've made for me, and also like a little timbali. So this setup is just my recording setup. I like to play with a much simpler setup live. I don't use splash cymbals, I won't use the extra snares. I use one less floor tom. I like a real basic kick snare, rack tom, floor tom setup live. I play Vader sticks, Power 5Bs to be exact, with nylon tips. I find with wood tips, I always break the tips and they flatten, and I hate that. So I use nylon tips, and Vader's sticks, the tips actually stay on. I always like to mess with different cymbals. I have like live cymbals, studio cymbals, you know, because some of the thicker, harder cymbals tend to be a little too brittle for live, and I'll break them too easy. So I have to be more particular about what I use live. But in the studio, I can kind of switch things out, you know. Right now I'm using a new kind of cymbal that Zildjian's making. They're the hybrid Ks, and I kind of love them. And then I'm using an A projection ride, which that's all I ever use. I love that ride. My hi-hat, I use just the Zildjian A Newbeat top hi-hat, but a Master Sound bottom. I like the way the combination of the two sound. It's nice and crisp for closed hi-hat stuff, but nice and trashy and washy for open hi-hat stuff. So it's a good balance between the two. I have to use an extra long rod for my hi-hat stand so that I can raise my hi-hat higher. I like to have it as high as possible. When I'm sitting on my kit, my hi-hat's almost to the top of my shoulders. It gives me room to play, forces you to be more physical with the way you play too.